So what's up, everybody? It's your boy Pumpkinhead coming at you, not live, but just showing you a video that I thought would be kind of cool to show you. I met this gentleman doing my job as a security officer, cruising around the area, and noticed that he had a little something on his van that distinguished him from just being a typical van you see. Anyway, I met this gentleman. He's got a pretty cool little awesome build that's in the process of finishing up, but you guys are going to find out his story like he told me the day that I met him, which was literally just a week ago. And we're going to go through and I'm going to let you guys check out his build. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to this gentleman behind me. This is Randy. I call him Van Randy.
Hi guys.
What's up? We're going to wait for this big old guy right here to pull through because, you know, now he can't hear nothing. What's up for the workers out there? Oh, he's not even looking at me. Anyway. So Randy and myself, let's see, come on guy, come on now. And this video is coming at you raw. I'm not editing this one. This is done on my phone because I'm having laptop issues at the moment. So you guys will just, and I got another video coming up real soon that I'm gonna show you guys what's up. But anyway, this is Randy. I call him Van Randy. And like I was telling you before, the rude old trash truck decided to drive by and mess up our whole video here. We're going to go through and we're going to show you his build that I thought was really cool. And he's going to explain to you a reason why he does it. And then we're going to go check it out. So this is Randy.
Howdy folks, how's it going? This is my little home away from home.
All right.
It's a 1990 Chevy. They call it a Buvilla, but try to find it for parts is like almost impossible.
Right.
It had 2 bench seats in the back, which came out. But my favorite part thus far is my solar system.
Yeah, he's got some big panels up there, guys. Like, look at these things. He's just got one big massive panel up there. Now, how many watts is that panel, Randy?
That's a Hyundai 365 watt solar panel.
So you got 365 watts worth of just one panel on your roof, and that's coming down inside the van. I noticed that you have it plumbed correctly through a nice watertight port system that they do sell. You can get them on Amazon and other places like that. That's how it's coming into his van.
And then I have it hooked up to a Renogy. The Renogy Rover 40 amp charge controller.
So he's got the 40 amp Rover right there.
As well as the Renogy DC to DC charger, which is this one.
Yep.
That allows me to charge when my motor's running. I'm using a Pure Shine 2000 to 4000 watt inverter.
You guys might be able to see that a little bit better once we open up the back, but we'll give you a shot of that big old boy right there. Check him out. That is an inverter and a half. And you kind of get a glimpse of his little battery power pack setup he's got back there. We'll check that out in a second.
And I use waterproof marine circuits, breaker circuits, which allows me not only to have it for if I have a short, it to pop, but I can also do it manually as well. Now you see the Renogy comes on stating that I've got power and that the blue light is for lithium-ion battery pack, which I'm running.
And you just turn that on by operating this breaker right down here, the waterproof breaker. They use a lot of these in boat builds, marine builds. So if you're looking for good circuits to use in your power systems that you want to build out, look for marine circuits, waterproof. Those things are awesome. And he's got 2 of them set up right here, so it looks like he's got his system set up pretty safe, I would say.
And then in the back, I also have a circuit breaker that all of my 12 volts will be wired up into.
Exactly. We'll check that out once we get to the back here. And I noticed you got a big old giant fridge here you showed me last time. You want to explain that one?
This is my ice coat. This is why I have all of my solar.
This is why he's got solar, guys. Let me go ahead and stand up here.
This is an IQOS VL60 dual zone. This side I'm running as a refrigerator. This side is my freezer.
Look at all that space in there, guys. Like, really. So he's just got some drinks in this one, and they come out, and like that one's the freezer. Of course, you got your compressor and everything in there.
And
this one's just the drinks, and look, I mean, he's got rock solid, guys.
Yeah, frozen.
Rock
Wanna
solid.
drop it on your foot?
Yeah, no, we don't want to drop that on our feet. But yeah, so that's the freezer side. This is the fridge side where he keeps his drinks cold.
And this will be a 12 volt, 24 volt, or 120. It'll run on all three of them.
Right. And you were talking to me about putting this on a slide system, so it makes that job a little bit easier.
I'm getting 250-pound commercial grade slide rollers.
Okay, excellent.
And that'll be able to slide in and out.
So you're just going to mount those down on the floor as the tracks, on some tracks, and that'll just slide in and out of here nice and easy with a nice easy flow, making it easier. And I noticed you have a decent sized bed back here. That looks to be a twin or a single.
It's a twin.
A twin, and that's a pretty thick mattress, memory foam it looks like.
8-inch memory foam.
Yeah, that's what I have in mind.
And I do aluminum bracing construction instead of wood.
And this is the idea that we talked about that night, was I was going to do the same on mine, because I used to do this same type of bracing with angle aluminum and aluminum square tubing on like the boats that I used to build up for having a standing deck so I could stand up there and bass fish. And so he went and utilized that whole system with the aluminum framing here, and probably just a sheet of plywood going across from frame to frame, right?
Yep.
See, it's that simple, it's that light, and it's just literally, he's just got some particle plywood up top there, and that's all you need, and it sits nice and easy back here. I like it. And he still kept your one bench seat here for a little comfortability for just kicking back and chilling.
See, like right now it's like this, but when I really want to chill, I put my peanuts over here. I put a pillow on my back, and I got me a Chase Lounge, baby.
That's what's up right there. I love it. I love it. And so this is just his the front area, the cockpit area where he does this. So as we were talking about once before, we'll get into that at the end of this video. Let's go ahead and check out the back side while I explain this a bit. There's a reason why he has built this van out, folks, and it's technically not right now for full-time purposes. But you'll hear that story at the end of this video, so stay tuned, please. Now, I did ask him about this. This is what I noticed. Well, noticing that he had propane on the back, solar panels on top, and a max air fan. I mean, guys, this is like boondocker heaven right here, right? Let's check out what you got, partner.
20-pound propane tank.
Okay.
Connected to my back door.
And you got
the power tank.
Power tank, guys. If you're looking for a 20-pound tank strap for the back of your van or something, look up power tank. You can find them online. I found them on there.
Several different sizes. Yeah.
They got very different sizes a lot of times, and I found them. So basically, the elevated bed system. Now this is the part that he showed me that I was pretty blown away by. Let's go ahead and explain that battery bank system you got there, partner.
I have 3 Valiance 138 amp hour 12 volt solar battery banks.
Right.
For a total of 414 amp hours on my solar, which my 8-year-old grandson and I have been building this entire rig together. And he helped on everything else. Right now my fridge is being plugged into my inverter. This here is a plug to the same fridge that'll allow you to plug it into a cigarette lighter.
Yeah.
Except I will be cutting this end off and running it directly to that fuse bank.
So when you guys see my build, I've got something similar to this. We both utilize the fuse bank system for our battery power. So you could just directly hook things up to that instead of having to use a 12 volt plug-in type thing if you have something. And to me, it's a lot more safer to do it that way.
Plus you can do your appropriate fuse breakers too.
Absolutely.
20 amp, 15 amp,
Yep.
whatever your components require.
I do recommend you guys, if you guys are doing this yourself, get a chart on what exactly the gauge wire you're going to use for your build and step it up one size if you can, and then study how much that wire can handle as far as amperage goes. Because if you don't, sorry, I think the sun. Yeah, if you don't, you're going to catch that wire on fire. But then you also have to worry about the biggest fuse you can use for that wire. is the component you're hooking up, is what wattage it can handle. So pay attention to those two things when you're hooking up a system. Obviously, my buddy Randy here has been paying attention to that and doing it right.
My spare tire is going to be coming out of here and going on my back door, so I have storage room. That'll give me room for at least 3 of my bins.
Absolutely.
Plus a 2 5-gallon water chugs as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you got to have water storage with you.
And that's my battery bank there. That's 3 Valiants. Here, I'll show you, man. Valiants XP Series U27.
Yeah, there they are. I got those numbers.
Yeah.
And you guys see, so he's also utilized the aluminum down here, so he could use this for his bracketing to put those rollers on for this big old guy here. But it's amazing how comfortable you feel when you have all that storage of food storage with you. That's not just including your dry goods.
No,
anyway.
my dry goods are going to be going under the bench seat.
Yeah.
But there's more to my food storage than dry goods.
Okay, what is that?
I do pressure canning as well.
Oh, he's the man. That's what's up.
I'm able to pressure can my entire meals, put them in the rig, and cook time is cut down to a meal at the campsite, baby.
Now, if you guys are gonna take advice from somebody, take advice from that right there, because for real, that does save you if you have the ability to do so. If you're doing this, it's easy to do when you're living how he's living. So we're gonna go ahead and talk to Randy real quick, and he's gonna tell us the reason why he wanted to build this out, why he discovered this van and decided to do what he's doing here.
Well, my grandson and I actually needed another project because we'd already built 2 e-bikes together when he was 6 and a half, and him and I started this when he was almost 8 last year. Picked it up pretty cheap for the van itself, pulled it out and just started building because we like to go camping and fishing and out plunking or target shooting and just get out and get away from the city.
Right.
Plus, with what else is all going on, I needed something I knew I could rely upon in light of the when stuff hits the fan.
So certainly some sort of bug out vehicle as well.
Oh, definitely. Big
So
time.
smart thinker. I like your style.
Not just a bug out vehicle, but practically a self-contained one.
Yep, something that's totally sustainable for yourself.
I didn't
And
show you what I have. It's a little 3.5 gallon. Instead of the 5 gallon poo bucket, I used the 3.5 gallon.
And you have the lid for that, the luggable lid. So we all know what a luggable lid is, right?
Yeah.
Right, guys? A luggable lid, I believe.
Luggable
And
lid.
for heat, you have the little Big Buddy propane down here.
That's for the present moment. This one is the big one, the dual side. But I'm also looking into one of those diesel heaters. They not only run off of diesel, but you can also run them off of kerosene as well. And they actually burn cleaner and a little more efficient when they're ran off of kerosene.
Excellent. I'll have to look into that.
So,
But to finish up your story here, Randy, you got into this build, you built it out so you can have a little security and everything, and you generally are here helping with your daughter and your grandbaby.
My daughter's finishing up her master's here in Eugene, and she's finished her bachelor's here in Eugene, but she's going to Portland long distance electronically.
Okay.
And she's working on her master's in mental health, and she's got 1 year left on that. I've been helping raise my grandson, who's now 8 and a half. Him and I have hung out since he was like 2 months old.
Right, yeah, absolutely. Spend time with the little guys.
I mean, we go out camping and stuff all the time. He's been exposed to more cultural things than half the people in their entire life.
Sure.
I mean, nothing like a Burning Man, but the kinetics ring.
Well, yeah.
They go around and make like kinetic boats. That which energy and motion is what kinetics.
Oh, okay. I got you. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, man-powered transport. So my bike might or might not, because I can pedal it, but it also is a 1200 watt rear end.
And now you have some storage in here if you wanted to take that with you.
Oh yeah,
And
see, it goes right there.
It goes right
Plus,
there.
I have, if I'm got full there, my tail rack, tow hitch, I have a external hitch for the bike as well.
Right, yeah, you got the receiver on the back here, and then you just put your little hitch on there for the bike if you wanted to carry it as well.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Randy, your story's awesome. You're helping take care of your grandson when you're letting letting the daughter do her thing by furthering her education.
That young lad has done me more good than I have him, I'm telling you.
We can learn from everybody, can't we?
Yes,
no matter
we
how
can.
old or young you are, you can learn from everybody.
In 09, I had a heart attack. I quit working then at the end of 09. That was at the beginning. And then went kind of into a little slumper.
Sure.
And then my grandson was born, and then I've pretty much been his primary caretaker, overseer, whatever, teacher, all the above.
That's what's up.
Buddy, and now
how do
also
you
disciplinarian. That part I don't do too much for.
yeah. So you said you were retired at the time now.
Yes.
And so is that how you were able to survive like this and get on your weekend escapes when daughter's got the kiddo?
Yes, definitely. I have a decent income coming in.
That's good. Good to hear.
Plus, I got my Social Security. I'm 63.
Right. A lot of people like to know how people can sustain themselves in a lifestyle like this. And, well, you're not full-time in it. You're just you just have your own little space and bug-out vehicle if times get bad, and your own little personal batch pad, man. I mean, this thing is awesome. I think it's a sweet setup with a sweet ideal behind it.
Yeah, my power, you saw that I had a little fold-out table there. This is still in progress. I got to finish my dividers under the bed.
Sure.
And then get my roof up and lighting and everything. But I have enough power to run not only my fridge, my lights, but a heat coil range too.
Oh, there you go.
That's what I've been cooking with in here recently.
So like one of those little single burner induction heat
No, not
top
the
things.
induction one.
It's just the electric,
kind.
the coil type?
Coil kind.
Okay.
Yeah, which takes a whole lot more.
Yeah, I was going to say the induction ones are a little bit more efficient, but if you got what you got, right?
So, well, that was a practice, because actually what I'm going to be utilizing in here a whole lot is going to be an Instapot.
There you go. A lot of people are going the Instapot way.
Because I can make a whole lot of things in an
I think
Instapot.
they're great. And you know what? You can go from frozen to a flat-out meal in 20 minutes.
No time flat.
And no time flat. And you know what? They don't really suck a lot of power off them because you're only using them when you need something cooked, and they're off the other time. You could turn your inverter off when you're not using it. So it's a good idea to get into. If you have a good size inverter and a decent battery setup, then you too can do the Instapot thing just like Randy here is going to do.
Now, I've been piecing this thing together, and I've been piecing it together for a year. You don't have to take a bunch of cash and throw it out all at once.
Sure, absolutely. And I don't say do that either.
This is a slow build that my grandson and I have been really having a fun time with.
And it's a really cool build. We'll get one more shot of the inside here. And you know what? For right now, what he's got, it works for him, man. This is his escape. He's got the reflectix on the windows to keep some of the heat. And if you guys can tell, he's parked right here in front of his family's apartments. And this is where he usually comes out here and chills out in his van.
We call it at the moment my mobile lounge.
Yeah, right.
I go into the mobile lounge because you can't smoke cigarettes inside the apartment complex.
Sure,
And
yeah.
I smoke, which is a horrible habit.
Well, we all know, but I mean, there's worse things out there like COVID.
Oh, jeez. Don't even get me on that.
Well, we're on the 1 minute mark here, Randy. I'm going to go ahead and do a outro here with my boy. Randy's also one of my followers and supporters of my channel. He supports what I do out here. And if you guys support what I do out here as far as like cleanup videos, and I've been doing this all sorts of things. I'm on Instagram now on troubledsoul.79, and you can find me on Instagram now as well. And if you guys like seeing these build out videos and all the friends that I come out here and meet like Randy here, and you guys like maybe get a little inspiration from what he's doing as well. Let me know in the comments, and hopefully I will see you guys on the next one. Randy, are there any final thoughts to you?
Yeah, this has all been by scratch. I didn't know how to do the majority of this. I learned as I went. Don't use an excuse that, well, I don't know how to do that, because that's easy to find out on YouTube.
Absolutely. YouTube is your friend when you're going through something like this. I'm sure many, many, many of you guys that are watching this already know. YouTube has been my friend in a lot of things, and obviously his friend as well. So, by all means, remember, after every one of my videos, we say what? Pack it in, pack it out.
And give the glory to God.
And give the glory to God. That's a little chime in there from Randy the man. So, I'm going to cut it out at this right here, guys. Remember, always pack in and pack out what you pack in. Take a little bit extra with you if you could. Let me know what you've done today, and let me know if you like these videos. Again, subscribe down below, and I got another one coming up soon that's actually gonna be an exciting one and a fun one for me. So, Randy, cool. I do appreciate you today showing us a little build out here.
Hey.
This is awesome, and
hey. There we go.
Can't really see behind me, guys, when I'm filming like this, but you get it. You get it. Randy's a good dude. I really enjoy the time hanging out with this gentleman here, and come follow me on the next one, guys. Later.